Ariana Grande possesses a voice that stands out in the world of pop music, whether she's performing or simply having a conversation. Over the last few years, though, some have noticed that Ariana's natural speaking voice appears to have changed. That conversation has now been revitalized during a new interview that just came out a couple of days ago. Last week, Ariana appeared on Penn Badgley's podcast called Pod Crush, and a snippet from their conversation is now being shared all over Twitter, and I'm talking, this clip now has over 10 million views. Fans were quick to notice Ariana's accent shift, with some expressing major shock at the change while she was speaking mid-sentence. In the snippet, Ariana was referencing a previous statement, and her tone all of a sudden, within a matter of milliseconds, is noticeably deeper than her usual voice. However, fans were quick to notice that as she transitioned to a new subject, her tone very quickly shifted back to her more elevated, high-pitched, angelic little baby voice that she does, that most people know her for.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing I thought. That's how I felt. I was like, what has happened? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I've been writing a lot, and maybe there's some more, but I would like to do a deluxe at some point.
The clip got over 5 million views in just the first day that it was posted, which is crazy, and so many people are continuing to see this and talk about this. People are just so shocked, and a lot of people think it's just a complete embarrassing look on Ariana's end right now, almost as if she just exposed herself. But others have to disagree. Specifically, all over Twitter, people have been buzzing with responses to this clip. One user expressed their dislike for Ariana's new vocal style, saying, "I low-key hate Ariana's new voice. I miss the way she used to speak. Her new voice is just so forced to me. LMAO, wait, why is she acting like Kat? I like her OG voice. Why does she do that?" This person even goes, "She needs to let normal Ariana out of the basement." And here's where some people started to fire back, talking about the inflection of her voice being related to her career. She's done it since the beginning of her career, likely because of her extensive time playing Kat on Victorious. But people have been trashing on her now because she's still in character for Wicked, because she trained her voice to sound like the character, which is Glinda, the role that she's been playing as for almost 2 years now. It's something she just naturally does, but occasionally her natural voice peeks through. Now, it seems like her natural voice comes out often, but on camera, she just automatically eases into that baby voice because that is kind of like her public image and what everyone has known the Ariana Grande for, the high-pitched voice, especially from her songs. I've seen a couple people call it weird. Y'all acting like y'all's voice doesn't change in certain spaces and settings. Her interview voice is no different, especially because singers use it to preserve their vocals. Don't bring no dumb-ish over here. To this person's comment, this whole ordeal kind of reminds me of when we're in drive-thrus and we kind of put on this fake little voice that naturally comes out where we just seem much more soft and nicer talking to the intercom, and that just kind of comes out naturally. And maybe that's what happened with Ariana Grande here, except her situation is a little different because this is actually a part of her career and what she does. But of course, this did not stop people from being curious about what Ariana's true and authentic voice actually sounds like, because it seems like the internet has grabbed multiple clips of Ariana being in interviews where they believe certain clips are her actual voice, but others are just like, no, in this clip, this one is her actual voice. And people are just so confused all around and have been eager to know in which one she is speaking her actual voice. I really want to know what her real voice is because I'm missing the old one. This person attached a video saying this is her real voice, but on camera and in interviews, I guess she has this internal thing where her voice instinctually goes higher. And oh my god, you guys, she just sounds so different than what we're typically used to hearing.
I'm really fond of this question because it's really to the point. Where's the pig? I love this question. Piggy's here. She's great. She's really doing so well and life is really good for her right now. She's really thriving and doing her thing, and I make her big salads every day that she really likes. She's doing really great. She asked me to stop posting her as much because she's actually really offended by a lot of your jokes that you make on Twitter. She asked me to have a word with you guys. She doesn't like the jokes about being eaten. They really hurt her. Yeah, and she asked me to convey that. No, she's great.
Now, 10 years ago, Ariana actually explained this whole situation herself and explained that this whole voice change switch-up thing is pretty much done to keep her voice healthy as a singer, as some people had assumed.
I've been speaking in a slightly higher placement than I usually speak in because I've been doing a lot of interviews all day and I'm trying to keep my voice healthy. But it sounds a tiny bit raspy still, but I'm trying. But I usually talk like lazy and like gravelly. But I'm trying to place it healthier, but I sound like an idiot.
But I guess for those on social media who don't know much about musicians and the whole concept of preserving voices, this whole thing was just so weird and somewhat creepy to some people to see this happen live on camera and especially mid-sentence. I do have to mention there was also one point in time where people were accusing Ariana of cultural appropriating by speaking with a black accent. Some were saying that it was obvious she was trying so hard to mimic the way in which a black woman would speak.
I'm not saying you can't change and you can't evolve, but the shape-shifting of this woman.
Nah, I just want my kids to, like, discover it when they want to. I hope my kids with me so much as a mom that they're like, yeah, my mom sings or whatever.
For me, it was like a parody of like a 90s girl group vibe, but they loved it.
And even notice the little accent that she has when she says certain words, like parody, that she's never had before. And I just want to know, like, when she's gonna pick a character and stick with it. Like, is this the final boss? I wonder what the interviewer thinks about talking to the new Ariana Grande, because he's used to interviewing Ariana when she was in her shape-shifting era.
But regarding the recent clip of Ariana that is now circulating and going absolutely viral, these comments were getting a lot of likes over on Instagram, and here's how many people had to react, further expressing how the whole switch-up was just so random and weird to them. I love her original voice so much better. She needs to stop that baby voice. It's getting weirder and weirder. Her personalities are fighting. Wait, I love her, but what the F was that? This person brought up her controversy in the past, saying she didn't want them Blackiana allegations floating around. This is so odd. Why is she faking a voice every era? Such a pick-me girl. I mean, who the F does baby voice intentionally? Anyways, guys, this has been what's been going on with Ariana Grande as of recently and why she's been trending all over Twitter for this situation. I definitely want to know your thoughts as well as how you feel about how people are reacting. Let me know in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next